Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope I have a great and wonderful day. Well, Planet Fitness is back at it again. And if this is the case, then I, of course, want to have to deal with it, right? Of course, I have to let you women know about what's going on in Planet Fitness and what have you, and it's getting worse. I said this was going to happen eventually, and and it's true. It's finally happened here. So I'm going to show it to you guys of what's really going on. So we have this here from the Daily Mail. Naked man took advantage of Planet Fitness transgender locker room policy to parade his genitalia in ladies' locker room and ask women to shower with him, then rub lotion on his back. A naked man reportedly took advantage of Planet Fitness transgender locker room policy to parade his genitalia around the ladies' facilities and be inappropriate towards women. Christopher Allen Miller, 38, was arrested on Thursday for not going to the women's locker room at a Planet Fitness gym in Gastonia, North Carolina. Miller claimed to be a woman in order to enter the female facilities, but there is no indication that he identified as a transgender woman prior to the incident, and his Planet Fitness membership lists him as a male. He also has a beard. The gym's policy allows members to use whichever bathroom and locker room that aligns with the gender they identify as part of the no judgment motto. The rule that has sparked a wave of backlash against the gym and has prompted customers to threaten the establishment with boycotts and a $400 million loss in value after multiple incidents in which the transgender policy has been abused. This is the guy here that exposed himself to them. So, be as it may, that's what's going on here. And then it says, so this is what's ongoing, and he says that it goes on to say that gym goers are concerned about the policy and believe Miller abused the policy as a way to act inappropriately towards female customers. Allegations claim that Miller got completely naked in the locker room and even asked a woman to rub lotion on him and shower together. A worried woman who was shocked to see a fully naked Miller in the locker room called 911 because she was so disturbed. It's a man, but he says he identifies as a woman and he won't leave the restroom. The 911 caller told the 911 dispatcher, but he is just walking around showing us his stick, and he won't leave. The 911 dispatcher asked what he's wearing, to which the flustered customer responded, nothing, literally nothing. Okay, so is he completely naked, the responder said. He is completely naked, the woman answered. Okay, so Miller was arrested for felony charge of indecent exposure and booked into the Gaston County Jail, and his bond was set for $25,000. Betty Price, a Planet Fitness customer, is upset that Miller claimed to identify as a woman to stay in the women's locker room. I think a woman should be able to go into a woman's bathroom without a man coming in saying he's transgender. Exactly. Clark Simon, a transgender advocate, says that the policy creates a sense of safety, security, and affirmation for trans gym goers. He said that it is no excuse for someone that is transgender to violate that space and that Planet Fitness must control that. Planet Fitness has been slammed with a wave of complaints for its rules on transgender people using female locker rooms and bathrooms. So, that's what the case is. Now, we have more here because I want to show you guys what's really going on. So, again, I did this report before, but this was like a little less than a year of this happening, where a Georgia man arrested after exposing himself to 15-year-old girl in Planet Fitness locker room. And I did a report on this. This guy actually did do this, and he was arrested for it. So there's that. This is not out of the norm for Planet Fitness. And we have this here saying Planet Fitness member arrested after going to the ladies' locker room completely naked and claiming that he identified as a woman. Well, there's one thing that you should probably understand here. It says. It says from Planet Fitness, a statement to the Post Thursday addressing Miller's arrest. At Planet Fitness, the safety of our employees and members is our top priority, and we have zero tolerance for harassment of any kind in our clubs, said McCall Gosselin, Chief Corporate Affairs Officer at Planet Fitness. We took immediate action to ensure the safety of club members, including notifying and working with law enforcement. So that's what's going on here. That's what Planet Fitness says. Planet Fitness, Gosselin, you're wrong here. You're completely wrong. Because if that was the case, then people like this guy would not be allowed to go into the women's bathroom and claim that they're transgender and allow this to happen. So, and you wouldn't have this guy going into the locker room and exposing himself to women. So you're wrong here. You do not care about the harassment or safety of anybody because you allow men to go into women's bathrooms and expose themselves to them. There's also more about this particular individual right here, which I'm going to get to. As Lips of TikTok says, this guy was did all this stuff. So I'm not going to read what Lips of TikTok said because it's pretty much saying exactly what I said before multiple times. So I'm not going to do that. But what I will say here is that here's the offender's booking details. It wasn't just indecent exposure. The article claims it was indecent exposure to a minor. This is on Planet Fitness. Their policies allow this. Yes. So this guy here wasn't just exposing himself to like a what do you call it? Like, you know, a grown woman or whatever. It was literally a minor. A minor was exposed to this. So he's probably a pedo. Let's make this perfectly clear. And what we're seeing constantly, over and over again, is that Planet Fitness is allowing these debauchery things to happen, allowing these creeps, allowing these predators into the women's bathrooms, and I hate to say it, but there is going to be a very, very dark thing that's going to happen to probably a child, most likely a child, or a woman that they're going to get raped, and they're going to have a huge lawsuit because of this. This needs to stop. Women, don't go to Planet Fitness. As I said multiple times in my video, just do not go. It's atrocious on how bad Planet Fitness is. And if you go there, you are most likely going to get raped. That's just bar none. Because if they allow this type of stuff to happen, just think what happens if you're in there or your daughter's in there. God forbid your daughter, your little girl or whatever is in there, and something bad happens to them, and their policies support it. All right, guys, that's just insanity. That's insanity to me. We need to stop this. This is just completely stupid. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.